from the shadow of the VAB. This is your Space Task Force. I'm your host, George Schellinger, along with rocket scientist, space activist, and the man who got us pretty doggone close to today's launch, Tim Bailey. Tim.
Good to be here, George. Glad we could come out and see this launch close up for a change.
Now, the Space Task Force has been away for a few months, but what a way to come back right here with the shuttle behind us.
I'm so excited to get to bring everybody this close. Usually you don't get to come to this 3-mile mark where the press gets to come to, where the launch controllers are sitting at just a few feet away from us, literally, in the Launch Control Center.
Right. In fact, we can look into the windows of the Launch Control Center from this time. Really cool, and seeing the VAB. What a beautiful day. It looked like weather was a problem, but right now we're green.
Overnight it was a little cloudy and everybody was worried about it, but as happens on launch day, things continue to change and we're green to go right now.
And we're also green to go for the World Space Expo, and the World Space Expo is coming up November 1st through the 4th right here at the Kennedy Space Center. Very exciting. You're working on a lot of projects for that as well.
That's right. We're bringing 3,000 middle school students in to experience the World Space Expo, doing things like the NOAA's Science on a Sphere, seeing all kinds of cool commercial space people that are going to be here, talking with NASA visionaries and even chief scientists of NASA. So it's going to be a really exciting time to be here and see a bunch of cool things that you can't normally see, kind of like a shuttle launch.
And one of the things I'm working on is the aerial salute, Mercury at 45. We're going to have a Raptor. We're going to have the U.S. Air Force Thunderbirds demonstration team. It's going to be really, really cool.
Now, George, you may hear in the background, and some of the listeners may actually be able to hear this too, all of the launch loop that talks about everything that's going on around here. That's what we're hearing in the background. We've got all those things piped in so that everybody right here knows what's going on, and in the Launch Control Center they can hear what's happening. So if you hear any of that, that's actually the launch going on behind us, and anything that happens we get kind of first-hand view of what's going on.
And we're very, very close to this launch, so that's next up is the launch. And then what, Tim, we're going to bring the Space Task Force back with kind of a passionate vengeance this week. We'll have some audio podcasts, we'll have some special guests as we count down to the World Space Expo, and this shuttle launch is one way that's really going to help get us there.
It's amazing to be here, and it's so exciting that we're going to have the World Space Expo with STS-120 in orbit, dual women commanders, one on the ISS, one in the shuttle, and we're going to be able to bring it to everybody live.
That's right, bring it to you live. And one of the things I want to tell you about is the Pioneering Women of Aerospace. It's another special event that we're going to do here at the Kennedy Space Center, bringing together pioneering women who have made, their way into the world of space and aviation. It's going to be really great.
It's awesome that we're being able to honor these women and bring them all together. And in the audience, we're going to have about 300 Girl Scouts that are going to be there, getting to see these women and meet them and ask them questions close up. So that's awesome that we're being able to do this, and that the World Space Expo has made that possible.
That's right. So next up, the launch, and we'll be back with some closing thoughts. So thanks for being with us, and thanks again for letting us have a few months off.
Coming up with a go for auto sequence start. And we have a go for auto sequence start. Discovery's onboard computers have primary control of all the vehicle's critical functions. T-minus 20 seconds. T-minus 16 seconds. Sound suppression water system has been activated, protecting Discovery and the launch pad from acoustical energy.
Yes.
We have a go for main engine start. T-minus 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Booster ignition. To the heavens and opening new gateways for international flight. Discovery is clear the tower.
The heat. Woohoo! I can feel it. Yeah, I can feel it. Oh my word.
Rock and roll.
Okay, well, what'd you think, man?
That was amazing. That is exactly how a launch is supposed to sound from up close. That's the thing that most people will never get to hear in their lives unless they come right here and stay in this close and get to see a shuttle launch.
To see a shuttle launch, very important. There's about 14 flights left with some contingencies built in there, and it's something people really got to see, because once you see this, you really understand what it's all about.
Well, see it and feel it. Like once you get shaken by the raw power that's coming out of the bottom of those solid rocket boosters, you really understand that it's something amazing is happening out there, and you watch it, and by the time it's, you know, cleared the tower and you barely tilt your head up, it's already going 900 miles an hour. You know, I mean, it's 5 minutes into launch and they're almost in orbit.
It's fast, just like a little sports car. Very, very cool. So coming up next this week, we will get a audio version of the Space Task Force out.
And we'll do some space headlines. We'll keep up and kind of recap all the news that's been going on lately, get you guys back in the loop and find out what's going on and what you can look forward to at this World Space Expo.
That's right, World Space Expo, November 1st through the 4th, right here, 1st through the 4th, right here at the Kennedy Space Center. Very exciting and right around the corner.
I can't wait for it, and I'm glad we're going to be able to take people through it as we lead up to it. So until then,
we will see you in space.
Hi, I'm Major Tad Clark, Thunderbird 8, the team's advanced pilot and narrator, United States Air Force Thunderbirds, and we'll see you here at the Kennedy Space Center at Cape Canaveral, Florida, at the World Space Expo.